All right. Hey, how y'all doing?
This is. You can let me do my part.
Go for it.
We got everything on kinds of chat. I'm up here at the Will Entertainment headquarters in beautiful Fairport, Missouri, and as always, I'm joined by my esteemed co-host, who's over there this time, Mr. Richie, Redneck Pimp King. As you can see, our esteemed producer on the other side of him, which this is really kind of weird, guys, because like the way I'm pointing is actually kind of half-assed towards you guys. But anyway, a little bit of a different show tonight. I had to leave. I couldn't actually be in studio with the guys tonight, so it is what it is. We're still gonna have a good time. We're still gonna have a badass show. Hopefully, you guys will enjoy the show and pull the comments up so I can see what's going on. uh, anyway, uh, what's wrong, Richie?
his
We're not picking up
his phone.
low entertainment. Eh?
Mine shows it.
Hey, Daryl joined in. He's only 2 minutes late. Um, but anyway,
Hey.
anyhow, real quick, let's get our sponsors out here. Let's see if I can do this without screwing everything up.
Pimp it. Pimp it.
So that's what I was saying last time. It won't pick them up.
Nope,
It's
that's
supposed to be
not
on the main
one.
page.
Ah!
On the main page.
I don't know how to do
Finally.
this.
You have to hit your live on your phone.
Oh, it's there.
He's
Oh, oh.
he's struggling.
Carl's got too. it's really
Yeah, I'm
tough.
back.
But anyway, real quick, let's get our partners up. I got it up on the screen. Be proud of me, okay? Starting with Misfits Bar and Grill. And, you know, it's really weird not to just point like this. So Jeff can have a point down right in front of you for Misfits. But anyway,
Right here.
Misfits Bar and Grill, the home of Warrior.
Misfits right there.
As well as watching you try to figure out where that is. Home of Warrior Fest 2020. Can't wait to get out there, guys. We've got a lot coming up. We've got huge stuff going to be happening at Warrior Fest. So if you're not there, or you're not watching the live feed, I don't know what to tell you guys. You're going to miss out on some really cool stuff. Comedy Vets, comedybets.us is one of our partners in crime over there, as well as Jeff is the agent on my staff. Money Ridge Outdoors, Money Ridge Outdoors, which normally is right under Sergeant Voodoo there. With Weasel, we will be drawing the name for that veteran hunt coming up September. We have a date.
15th. September 15th.
September 15th. Okay. September 15th. And I see Petty's already in the green room, so we'll get him in here just in a second. Speaking of Warrior Fest. And then obviously our Leahs that always are with us and always watching over us and taking care of us. Team Leah with Leah Mason and Justice for Leah Dawson. And we are still following all of them, as well as our buddy over there at beerbqsauce.com. You head over there, check out beerbqsauce.com. Whenever you place your order at checkout, promo code WO, short abbreviation for WO Entertainment, WOE, gets you 10% off your entire order. So,
There are children behind you. Playing with the camera behind you. There are children.
Yeah.
They're waving at everybody.
They're waving and they're saying hi.
Here's the messed up part. Okay, I ask them if they want to come on the show with me, and they won't do it. But whenever I tell them to go off and do their thing, they want to be on camera. I don't get it. It's almost like having Jeff around.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyway, I see Petty in the green room laughing his ass off that one.
He is.
Real quick shout
Right now, Petty. He's got lag. Petty Murphy and Jeff are doing the same thing right now.
He's cracking up back there. Or I ought to bring him on in the middle of the laugh.
Oh, damn it.
Now y'all can hear it.
Hey, y'all. Oh, I hate it here. Oh, how's it going, fellas?
What the hell you doing, man? What the hell you doing?
Oh, man. Right now, I am currently filming my movie, Most Hated New World Order. Finishing it up September the 26th in Topeka at the Woodshed. So, I'm having fun with it. I'm basically telling my story for the 11 years of comedy I've been doing, from I started in Wichita, where I've been across the damn country, and back home. So I'm having fun with this.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm kind of disappointed that the Golden Voice
What?
is a friend of yours.
Golden
Say who?
And I know I don't have
The-
voice.
Oh, the Golden
No,
Voice.
Hello, Mary.
Justin's fucking lagging. It's throwing me off.
I know. He just kicked him off.
Is it because I'm black? Because, hey, you kicked me off? What the hell? It's because I'm black.
What?
Who the hell's doing that?
Justin?
I've got a house sitting right here.
Yeah, he was just sitting there minding his own business. I'm just fucking with y'all.
Look, the only black guy we have on here, and shit goes wrong. This thing's racist, man. This thing's racist.
Wait a second, there's two. You're black too.
Different shade.
Different show. Oh God, this is fun. This is so fun.
Yeah. So guys, we're joined there with Petty Murphy, one of the comedians for Warrior Fest 2020. And we met Petty last year through another comedian of ours, Jeff Onyx and Joe Riley, and we invited him to come on, and he come on, and he volunteered. I asked him to come on. He didn't even hesitate. He said he'd be back here next year. Fine, outstanding comedian. Talk a little bit about Warrior Fest, Petty, and how much fun you had last year, and tell us a little bit about it.
Warrior Fest is a very great show, basically raising money for the veterans who have been, dealing with all types of, issues such as, depression, homelessness, and everything else. And I had so much fun at the Misfits last year performing with James and David Scott. I had so much fun. And, when I talked to you, he's like, hey, you going to do this again next year? I was like, hell yeah, I want to do it again. So I'm looking forward to doing this again.
Yeah, that's exactly what you said, too. Hell yeah.
The Dean's saying everybody's talking over each other. There is a little bit of a lag, delay between them, Petty, and me, so it's kind of annoying. But we're used to it.
So what are you, Fox News? Are you Fox News now? Is that lagging? Is that Fox News?
We ain't Fox News. They don't allow Native Americans on Fox News, buddy.
Wait a second. Fake news.
Huge. You gotta do it. Huge. You gotta give me one.
Huge. Fake news. Fake news.
Fake news.
Fake news.
Well, they don't let Indians on there, so you're screwed.
Yeah, it's true. I am a little quarter Cherokee Indian. I'm fucked. I don't put that on job applications or anything that I fill out. I just say I'm African American, which is even fucked up even more. So black lives do matter, everybody. I'm just light skinned.
For everybody don't know, this is what, before we go on stage and perform, this is the type of shit all the comedians get together and talk right here. Just a bunch of babbling crap and no one will understand this except us. It's awesome.
Exactly. And the beautiful thing about that is that we don't give a fuck if the public doesn't understand it. They pay to see it any damn way.
Yeah. I'll give a rat's ass. Yeah, yeah.
I don't give a rat's ass. You pay to see it.
That's right. Yeah, no refunds, bitch.
Exactly. And no entanglements.
Well, Petty, have you been told about what we're doing at Warrior Fest this year?
I have been told what you guys are doing, and you guys got me on November the 6th. I cannot wait for that. I see you guys got the comics lined up. It's a great lineup of comics, and you guys got the rock bands coming in, and of course Misfits. We're going to do this again. I'm ready. I am so fucking ready to go back to Misfits.
Yeah.
That this time, last year I wore a Patrick Mahomes jersey. This year I'm wearing all Super Bowl championship. So if I see any Denver Broncos fans, any Cowboys fans, any Raiders fans, any Chargers fans, I don't give a damn. If I see any other fan that's not a Chiefs fan, I'm going to throw this in their face. And like, good luck in the next 10 years, because you're not winning shit.
Which reminds me of a question for you. Go ahead.
Yes.
The June 27th show where I introduced Typhoon Panda as the Denver Broncos fan in the room.
Oh shit!
He did, huh?
That's an awkward first date. That's like an awkward first date, man.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I did it to mess with him before the show, talking and like we always do, and talking about healthy shit. All right, Ben, I got your ass.
Good shit.
Daryl made it here finally.
Hey, let me ask you this, Betty. What's your thoughts on the Washington Redskins changing their name, and there's people out there who want the Kansas City Chiefs to change their name. What's your thoughts on all that?
Here's the thing about that. Everybody's been talking about the Redskins for years to change their name, and this is before Daniel Snyder bought the team. That team has been named that for over 100 plus years. Who gives a fuck? And it was about time they did change the name, but it shouldn't have took in the Black Lives Matter movement or the racism movement for them to change their name. They've been trying to get the Redskins to change their fucking name since Prince had a symbol. And it just so happened that it happened. No, it did. Now with the Chiefs thing, here's the thing about that. The Chiefs name is not disrespectful. It's not disrespectful whatsoever because a chief can be anything. You have a chief of police. You have a chief executive officer, and everything else when it comes into business. So for them to try to change the Kansas City Chiefs name as an NFL team because it's offensive to Native Americans, that's bullshit.
Yeah, I totally agree. As a Native American, it pisses me off that he speaks for me. I'm not offended by any of them. Okay, I wasn't offended by Washington Redskins because we're proud people. What's wrong with having, what's wrong with having our like image on the helmet? What the hell's wrong with that?
Exactly. If anybody should be offended by any team should change their name to the New England Patriots. They should change their fucking name.
Hey, they have. You didn't hear about it. They have changed their name. It's called New England Patriots.
No. They were trying to change their name to the New England Domestic Terrorists.
The New England Patriots.
Or anybody. In reality, if anybody should change their name, it's the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, they all changed it to suck. Period. That's it. One word. Suck.
That's it. Suck.
Cowboys.
Suck.
Just suck.
Yes.
Just suck. Yeah.
They suck.
Take the star off. Take the star off. Put a bunch of lips on there. Just suck.
Yeah, just suck. Just right, suck. But I think it was a good. Right. I personally think, they changed their name. Okay, fine and dandy. But none of this stuff came up until what we have been seeing now with the Black Lives Matter movement. None of this came up. None of this shit ever came up. And so they changed their name to the Washington Football Team.
I've seen that.
I see. And I also want to explain something to Daryl, and I want you guys to understand this. He has also has comment about Colin Kaepernick. I want to explain this to everybody, and because this is a good country, and I respect you guys because you guys still fight for this country. What people don't understand what Colin Kaepernick did when he kneeled against the flag, it was not disrespectful towards the flag. What he did towards the flag was he actually talked to an ex-military veteran. And an ex-military veteran told him what he needed to do. And kneeling is actually a form of respect. What people don't seem to fucking understand that kneeling is a form of respect. It's in the Webster's Dictionary. It's on Wikipedia. It's on Jeffrey Epstein's log. I mean, it's up there. And
By the way, today's 1 year anniversary that Jeffrey Epstein did not kill himself.
exactly, OJ did it.
Yeah.
OJ killed Epstein. So
OJ's son killed Nicole.
OJ's son.
allegedly. But
Yeah. Hey.
I just want to say that to the veterans and everything else too. You know, all of this that started, it didn't really start with Colin Kaepernick. This actually started way before Colin Kaepernick. This started way before I was born, before any of us were born or was born in that time. This country has never been great because of everything that's been so segregated and everything else. And someone asked me, well, how long have black people been free? Black people have been free for 60 years. And we're fighting for equality. And like I said, I love everybody. You treat me with respect, I'll treat you with respect. White, black, gay, straight, whatever. But I think personally, in order for us to change the world and change this country, we all have to come together and have open dialogue. We may not agree with one another on some views, but we have to give we got to give each other respect on that, so that way we can work together to find common ground.
Well,
We're going in. We got Petty Murphy.
we've talked about several times on the show. And this is my personal opinion. I want to get your take on it, Petty. When it comes to professional sports and any you can even say golf, okay? I don't think that is a stage for political protest. People don't tune in to watch the Super Bowl for some political statement. They don't tune in to watch the Daytona 500 for some stupid political statement. We want to watch football. We don't want to watch somebody's fucking political statement. I don't care what anybody's political views are. I'm about as middle of the road as they get. But
right,
whenever it gets down to it, and they're abusing that, I don't care what Ben Affleck thinks about how the country's ran. Go do your damn job and get paid. If off the field you want to go join the protesters because something's, some injustice is being served, by all means, that is your First Amendment right. But don't shove it down the throats of every red-blooded American that's just trying to frickin', live their life and maybe enjoy something that's not the doom and gloom bullshit news of the day.
I agree with you on that, Justin, because, I state that people are not getting the aspect of it. And to me, and I've been looking at this ever since this whole thing blew up with George Floyd. People now are basically distracted by other shit. Right now, if this is supposed to be an important movement, why the fuck are we talking about Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion's fucking WAP? Why are we talking about, Joe Biden picking Kamala Harris as his VP? Why are we not talking about the issues on that? And the reason why, and I agree with you on that, sports should not be used in the political world. Politics and sports do not mix. If you don't believe me, ask Donald Trump when he sued the USFL and only got $1.80, the NFL, and only got $1.83. He still has that check. Ask him that. Use your social platform. Yes. Back in the 80s, when the USFL was trying to basically merge with the NFL said no, and he lost. Trump lost the case with the NFL, and the USFL folded, and he only got paid $1.83. And I think politics and sports do not mix. Just like black men and Kardashians don't mix. They don't. And I think that everybody, they don't. They don't. I think everybody has taken this out of proportion. It's because and I said this on stage. I know you guys may have not heard me say this, but I've said this on stage before. Everything in this world trends every 12 seconds. The mammal that has the shortest attention span in the world is a goldfish. We are goldfish because we get distracted by shit that really does not fucking matter. So what you said right there, you don't want to see a political ad while you're watching golf, NASCAR, NBA, Pornhub, OnlyFans.com, NFL. You don't want to see that shit. I don't want to see it neither. But I think what we have to do is this. Instead of basically putting it out there for everyone to see and causing the controversy, we need to talk to one another. We need to talk to one another about these issues and see if we can basically come together and fix things.
Well, you said it twice.
Right.
You said come together. You know how hard it is for people to come together? I mean, I've been trying to come together with my wife for like years. It's very difficult to come together with other people.
Listen,
Now, how
that was
many
a Joanna man talking over here.
How many children do you have, Justin?
Me?
Who, are you talking to me or him?
Yes, Justin. How many children you? Yes. That you know of. 3? 2? Well, you guys have come together. You guys come together. So, but I personally think that COVID-19. I personally thought when we were all shut down, couldn't do anything. I thought that we would change because everything was taken away from us. But then another distraction came in, and now this is what we're dealing with. And I personally am basically like this. I'm going to pay my taxes. I'm going to take my ass to work. I'm going to make people laugh. And, I'm going to be opinionated on some things, but I'm not going to basically use my platform as a comedian to basically try to change the minds of those who don't want to listen. I have other things I got to do. I got things that I want to see on TV. I've been distracting myself by watching fucking Ren and Stimpy cartoons.
Yeah.
That's because I'm tired of seeing it on TV.
Those of you just tuned in, we're today in the studio, have Petty Murphy with us. He's going to be a Warrior Fest performing this year again. What a kick-ass job you did last year, man. Kind of a short notice. We appreciate that last year. You filling in for us. You're going to be this year. Tell us a little bit about what you got coming up now for Petty Murphy. What I know you got a podcast out there like we got. Tell us a little bit about what you got coming up.
Well, September 12th, I just wrapped up season 1. 2 weeks ago with the Petty Murphy Project. The Petty Murphy Project is being listened on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, Radio Cast, Breaker, Google Podcasts, and in 2021 it will be listened on through the Amazon Music. Right now, what I'm currently working on right now is I am working on my movie, Most Hated New World Order. This is the third event I have done under the name of Most Hated because I am the most hated comedian that came out of Wichita, Kansas, and I basically combined rap and music. But this time, I decided to make a movie out of this. That way, it's documented to where people will know how the origin of this came about. And with the comedy and the music part of it, I've given everybody a journey on my life as an entertainer for the last 11 years, and basically give them a backstory from my time in Wichita all the way from me moving back home and what I'm doing. So I'm doing a lot of work behind the scenes, and I'm having fun with it. And as they say in the song, I'm living my best life. Ain't going back and forth with no troubles. I'm living my best life. But I'm having fun with it, and I can't wait. This movie will be finished up September 26th. We are doing the finale. We did film part 1 July 11th at the Rumley Tractor Event Space Center here in Kansas City, and we're doing part 2 in Topeka, Kansas, September 26th at the Woodshed. That's 1901 North Kansas Avenue. So we're basically going to the capital of Kansas. I did invite Laura Kelly to come, but I didn't want her or her teleprompter to be in there doing gang signs and shit while people are telling jokes. So we're going to the state capital of Kansas, and we're going to have a good time.
Nice. We appreciate you coming on, and we got an opportunity to tell them about you, since Warrior Fest is coming up. And what people don't know is you comedians and the bands are all donating your time for a good cause. So I wanted to give you the opportunity to save face and put yourself out there for everybody. And we thank you very much. And I tell you, veterans, we got nothing but good comments about you yesterday. We had our friends from the VRS Network last year there. They loved you, man. We only have one complaint, but you get a complaint every show any damn way. You know that. And Justin and I, we were honored to have you back. Justin and I were honored to have you back on, and we're really looking forward to seeing you perform again.
Absolutely, and I'm doing this just not only donate my time. I'm doing this because I'm a son of a veteran. My father served this country in the Army, and I'm doing this for y'all because you guys basically gave the ultimate sacrifice to protect our freedoms and protect this country. So I can't wait to see you guys in November.
Yeah, we appreciate it, man. We appreciate it. Anybody
on student protests.
Say what? Only thing I'm protesting about the protest? Hey, shit, let them do what they do. Let them do what they do. As long as my black ass is not getting shot with pepper spray, I'm good. Only thing I'm protesting. Only thing I'm protesting is that Taco Bell took off the dollar menu. You motherfuckers! I hate Taco Bell.
There you go. Richie,
I swear to God, I'm gonna get a sign.
Motherfuckers!
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
They took the dollar menu off. I was like, I hate it here.
That is some certified bullshit.
Exactly. And you know who can blame for that? Trump. Let's blame Trump for that shit.
Shut the hell up.
Blame me for it. I don't know. Whatever. Hey, Petty, it's been a delight, brother. Thank you for coming on.
All right. Hey, no problem.
We'll have to do it again sometime. All
right, I'll see you guys soon. You have a good night.
Take care, brother. Thank you.
Definitely. Much love, man. Anyway.
That was Petty Murphy. Well, the comedian's going to be at Warrior Fest.
Is there that much of a delay? Damn.
Yes.
God bless.
Your internet is real slow.
Well, satellite
say
internet.
Cut those trees down.
But anyway, you have to speak into the microphone. So for those of you who don't know, we're going to be doing some protests at some local businesses and such. And so I want to try and get Petty up for a couple of them. What do you think, Richie?
Yeah, I'll tell you who'd be good, Petty Murphy, and get Jay Riley, because Jay looks like a guy that would protest anything, right? Get him in there and maybe sneak Thai food down,
Go Taco Bell.
Go Taco Bell, or get Richard down in one of his suits to protest with his sign.
They got rid of the potato stuff too. The potato stuff on their menu too. They got rid of.
Who did?
Taco Bell. They got rid of the potato stuff.
Your wedges and all that stuff.
Yeah, the potato burrito and all that.
Well, I can't believe they're getting rid of things. The prices went up. The one here in town is a Kentucky Fried Chicken and a Taco Bell.
Right.
And we went there, and we got a bucket of chicken and a few sides, and it cost me over $50 some dollars.
Yeah.
I said, screw that shit. I'll go buy chickens from Orchlands, raise my own.
I've got 4 chickens right now. But anyway, so what are you doing to Sergeant Buddha?
He keeps knocking it over. I keep trying to pick it up.
See, I'm not in studio, and you guys are trying to break.
All right, all right.
But anyway,
The guys, we got some breaking news. Got some breaking news, Justin. Chuck Norris was in a nightclub in New York City and got shot. The funeral for the bullet is next Tuesday.
There's a big delight.
He's got a year's delay. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. That's good.
shit, I don't have the Don't DIY either. Oops.
Nope, we didn't do one.
Well, we got,
Hold on, I'll send
got a. All right. While you're doing that, we got a couple upcoming shows this weekend. August, so I didn't say April that time, Jeff.
Yeah.
August 15th, we're going to be at the Pockets of Pins, which is a Hamilton Bowling Alley for you and me. We'll
Yeah.
remember that. At the Pockets of Pins, it's an 8 o'clock adult show. Okay. The lineup goes James Riley, Mike West, and I'm going to be on there, hosted by Justice Snodgrass. He's going to be on there with his golden voice talking.
Yeah.
And then the following weekend, on August 22nd, it's a comedy vet show. We're going to be at the Tub Creek Event Center. First time we've ever performed.
You know, I don't even know where that is.
I'll show you. It's simple to find. The Tub Creek Event Center in Cameron, Missouri, sponsored by Tub Creek. It is a dinner and a show. Okay, the dinner starts at 6:30. Show at 7:30. It's $20 to get in, and that covers your show and your food. You want VIP set up near the comedians? It's $25.
Do we get to eat?
Yeah, we're gonna eat. That's
They got some good food.
They got some
Tub
good food.
Creek is good.
yes, we're gonna eat. And that show is you.
Me.
You're gonna be there.
Yeah.
Typhoon Panda, and myself are coming there. Now again, that's hosted by Justice Snodgrass, the Golden Voice. Come out and have a good time, guys. And if you're cooped up because of this COVID, come to these shows, man. We'll make you laugh. You know, get out, and they're gonna have alcohol to serve these shows. So come and get your drink on and have a good time.
Yeah. Good stuff.
And Jeff promises he's got some new material this time.
Well, I'm not even going to tell any jokes. I'm just going to tell stories about my life, which is funnier than a joke.
Yeah, that's funny.
I'm going to sing. I'm
I've
going to
seen-
sing some songs.
I've seen your life. That is funny.
I'm going to sing some songs. You know what we should start doing? Is saying over. You use the old military communication thing when they had the delay, you know, on their thing. Over.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then-
Oh man. Whoa. What just happened? I just lost the guys. Ruh-roh. Well, as we're waiting to get the guys back, because I'm not sure what the hell's going on, because I just lost their feed somehow. Show wife's over here informing me that now that our 20-year-old is out of the house, we can see the laundry room floor.
It depends on the vigilante justice. It depends on the situation.
Well, give me what's going on.
Wow.
Oh, there they are. Hi, guys.
Oh, shit. You scared the shit out of me.
Lost- So, that
He's
was-
so loud. He scared the hell out of me. He was so loud.
Stop being a vagina, Jeff. Anyway,
Damn, how did he get so loud?
Ashley just.
I don't know. I'm about to leave.
I am actually home today, and
It's on his end.
Huh?
on his end.
We can't control the volume coming through.
Nope.
So I'm actually going to go ahead and cut out of here, guys. Because we're just having nothing but problems with the internet here. So I'll talk to you guys
Okay.
later. I'll watch the show and yeah, love you guys, and I'll see you next week.
All right, take care, brother.
Bye.
All right, maybe we get that lag out of our ear now. We can hear a little bit. Anyway, vigilante justice.
Vigilante justice.
Now, my thing is, I don't think we should use it all the time,
Yeah.
but I think it's coming. You know, if they want to start defunding these police,
Yeah.
I mean, what do you guys think? I'm interested here and what the viewers think.
Well, if they defund the police, if you're in a situation where you have to defend yourself or your family, some of the times they call that vigilante justice when it's just you have to defend yourself, your family, or your property, and there's nobody around to help you, or your neighbor, you have to help your neighbor. That's not vigilante justice. Some of these people are talking about vigilante justice where they see somebody who maybe broke a law like 2 weeks ago, and the cops didn't do anything about it, so then the citizens go take matters into their own hand. That's different. That's a different thing.
But the upcoming events, how's that any different than regular vigilante justice? I'm gonna tell you right now, if I see a guy jerking a woman out of a car,
Yeah.
and trying to kill her,
Yeah.
I'll put a round in his head.
There you go. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, now
But see,
that's
you're
vigilante
defending-
justice.
You're defending somebody's life right then and there.
But
I wouldn't consider that vigilante justice.
It is
Other people
because-
call that vigilante.
It is because you only have the right to defend yourself, your family, and your
Exactly.
property. You know, so with the goings on, I'm kind of curious, Carl. What's your opinion?
I'm like you. If I see something, even if I call the cops and they're not going to show up in time, I'm going to take the matters into my own hands because people's lives could matter at different times. You know, I have no problem doing that.
Right. I have no problem at all. In fact, I've been calling it a civil war because that's kind of what's going to happen. I don't mean black and white. I mean people that are getting legitimately tired of the damn government either doing something or not doing something.
Right.
People can get sick of it. We're going to start telling these police, look, you do your job or you're out. We'll do your job for you. Send us your check.
Yeah.
Or what little of it you're going to get. And I think it's a dumb idea. As much as I don't like the police department, that's well documented. I'm not going to go into that. But I know we need some type of law and order in this country.
Yeah.
Okay. If we don't, guys like me, guys like the people listening, are going to start enforcing laws. Now, where's that going to get us? I don't know. Yeah, but I believe it's coming.
I do too.
Well, even when those areas where they tried to get rid of the police, you remember Chaz? They kicked out the cops out of the Chaz, and then they became the police, and they were using harsher tactics on people than the police were. Mm-hmm. So there was more crime being committed.
Why? Why didn't the local government do something?
That's what because they were like, you can have that whole area. I don't know why they didn't. Probably because the local government, they're all a specific political party, and they wanted to get political points.
It's a democratic thing.
Every one of these cities that are burning down have been ran by the Democratic Party for the past 40 years.
Yeah, at least.
Now we have uprising in Kansas City. That's a Democratic mayor.
Yeah, but
I did at that time.
they can't now.
Our Republican,
you know about the Kansas City Police Department, right? They're ran by the governor of the state of Missouri.
Yeah.
Didn't they just take that over though? It was
No. That's been in place for 80 years. They're trying to take it back over. Kansas City is.
Yeah.
They haven't got it yet.
Well, hey, listen. I know the police force. I know our laws in general suck in this country. They absolutely do. I know the police are. There are some that want to enforce the law, but the majority of them suck. I don't care what they tell me. You can tell me 5 great ones, and I can prove to you 15 bad ones. Okay? So numbers don't work. Now, there is some that want to draw a check. I understand that and want to do the right thing. There is some have other agendas because they were beat up when they were kids. Someone stole their lunch money from them, and now they want to get back at everybody.
Right. They're the bully in school.
You got prosecuting attorneys who want to, be hard about every single little thing and not hear the legit story, not hear the real truth about what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay, and they're so hard that they overlook our children in this country. The sex trafficking and the child abuse in this country is off the fucking charts, guys.
Right.
Now you get a guy like me. I ain't gonna lie to you. I discipline my kids. My kids back up me. I slap the taste out of their mouth. But I don't come in drunk, beat them up, beat up my wife. If my kids do good, I praise them. Okay. My kids ain't the ones protesting. They ain't laying in the middle of the street, stops traffic either.
Exactly.
Because I ain't afraid to put my boot square in their ass. Even as my grown adults, I'll still put my foot in their ass. Okay. We got away from that in this country. We go after things, here, it don't make any sense and let these other things go. We all have got kids or no little kids around here, okay? You can't go anywhere now without a question. Is that kid being abused? That kid's got a bruise. Was he abused or was he playing?
Well, see, that goes back to personal responsibility and personal liberty. Everybody has personal responsibility, personal accountability, and personal liberty to do certain things within reason. And the laws were designed, most of the laws originally were designed with personal responsibility in mind. Well, now they're taking out the personal responsibility, and they're trying to say that the people were created, or the lawlessness was created because that person had something go on at school, and the school is what created that bad person. Well, no, sometimes bad people are bad people. You just call them bad people because they personally did something bad.
Like Ted Bundy. That's a bad person.
Yeah, and now they're teaching, the schools are teaching kids that you're not responsible for the bad things that you did.
No, you are.
And some of those bad things that you did are technically not that bad because your truth is your truth.
Well, and see, that's the problem. Okay, and here's another problem. Everybody being too damn sensitive. In comedy, you and I have sensitive before. People get mad when you tell an offensive joke. My question is, who the fuck are you I can't offend?
Yeah.
Who the hell are you? I can't tell a joke about. See, we're going this other way now. You can't say this, can't say that. So we're giving the wimps, I'll call them wimps and wine bags, we're giving them the power. Okay? Now they're running in front of it. Now they're getting hit by cars. You got semi-drivers ain't stopping. They're getting hit by cars. You're whining about what you can say. They're being soft, and now these things are happening. It wasn't happening when you can say things. Now, should you make fun of people randomly? No. Disabilities? No, you shouldn't. If somebody's in a wheelchair, you should make fun of them. But if you make a joke about the situation, you should be able to make any joke about the situation you want to make, including the person in a wheelchair. Okay? Mm-hmm. They're telling midgets you can't call yourself midgets. Okay? They call what they want.
But it's people who are not even in that group.
Right.
First of all, they group people into certain groups, and then secondly, they sit back and they go, you know what? If I were in your group, I would be completely offended and mad about this other person, this other group, calling you in your group. It's like they're deliberately creating groups to create problems with people, to create arguments amongst people. So, if you took a bunch of little kids and you sat down and you let them play with each other, they'll all just get along and play with each other.
That's right.
No big deal. But if you have one adult or one of the other kids come up to them little kids and go, you know what? That way that kid is talking to you, I wouldn't let him talk to you like that. Or the way that kid's wearing that outfit or wearing that shirt, I'd be offended at that shirt.
I agree with that to a point. If the kids come up bullying your kid and you tell the kid, hey, I wouldn't talk to him, I'd punch him in his face. That's okay. But just picking on somebody because they can, you're right. The adults are the one that spreads the hate amongst the kids. Yep. I don't know what it was. I seen a commercial on TV how all these different colored kids, they all playing together, having a good time. At the end of the commercial, they said, judge for yourself. If one kid's being the bully, the other kids ought to say, he's a bully, I don't want to do nothing. The adult, like you said, the adult shouldn't tell them how to act.
Yeah.
Because later on in life, they're going to know, hey, this kid's an asshole. He's been a bully since he was a kid, and he's a bully now. And maybe he'll come out of it.
And there are so many adults that they have, they defend and protect their kid, even if their kid's a total dick. If your kid's being an asshole and your parents are sitting back going, the parents are sitting back going, you know what? Oh, he's just that way because, whatever it was, the government didn't give you enough.
That's lazy parenting.
Yeah, exactly.
Lazy parenting. You want to find out a lot. Lazy ass parenting, okay? And so that all goes back. You got bad cops, you got prosecuting attorneys, and you got judges who, for the most part, I think most of the judges are fair, because they're biased.
Yeah.
I think the information they get sucks. Okay, the information gets crap. So one of my solutions is this, and somebody brought to my attention today that we can't do this. We can't. This can't be done. But I wish we could do this. I wish every citizen, and now the age of computers, if we can mail in ballots for an election, we should be able to vote on laws. I think we should. Everybody should, from the home to the computer, and they could get our URL address or whatever, however they can do it. And they can track porn, they can track voting. Okay, and we vote on the laws. Not only if it's in the Constitution, your state, if you can do that or not. Ours only got certain ones we can vote on, which is ignorant. But I think we ought to vote on some of these laws, because some of these laws hurt the citizens are stupid. Okay, this ain't a law, but here's a policy that really gets up my ass. Today I made a phone call to the auto parts store, of all places. Them people there are stupid sometimes. And I need a new heater core for my truck. It's under warranty, lifetime warranty. I can't get the warranty. The guy that worked on my truck has to buy the part. I have to take it to him. He's not working on it again. I got to take it to him. He's got to cash it back in for a warranty,
Yeah.
a life warranty, before I can get it. And it's policies like that are just freaking stupid.
Yeah, but see, there's a system in place that if you don't like a law, you can actually go through the process of having a law changed.
Right, but they purposely take forever. That's the whole thing with the government. They want to wait you out. When you're filling out for disability,
Yeah.
they drag it out so long you just give up.
Yeah.
When you're trying to, when you're waiting on a case to go to trial, average case takes a year or something. Our good friends, Leah, Justice for Leah, that was a year or more
Yeah.
before we finally got trial. I know they're supposed to be booked, but I see the courthouse closed 2 days out of every week,
Well, I'll give you.
besides Saturday and Sunday.
Give you another example. In our neighborhood, I live out in the country, but where I live, there are people who are going around stealing property and vehicles from farms and stuff.
Right.
So they'll steal a tractor or a truck or something, right? People have it on video. They can see the guy's face clearly who's doing it. Everybody in the neighborhood has seen this guy's face, and everybody's like, so they give the information to the cops, and the cops can't catch the guy. And then citizens were like, hey, you know what? Here's the guy's address. You go catch him.
Yeah.
Here's his address. We know where he is. They're like, no, don't take it into your own hands, but we'll take care of it when we take care of it. It's like, dude, it's been a year and a half.
So that's a mentality that we work for them. They work for us.
Yeah.
I keep saying that, but they need to realize they work for us.
Yeah.
Instead of going there, the lady behind the counter giving you a freaking attitude, she'll be grateful she's got the job.
Right.
Okay. Stop charging me $5 to run copies when it's your damn job to run my copies.
Well, we had an incident where somebody was stalking my kids, threatening to kill them and stuff, and the cops weren't investigating. They weren't doing their job, getting the information. We had to do all the investigation ourselves and gather all the evidence ourselves. We had to get we had to get phone records, text message phone records. We had to get internet records. We had to get records from different stuff to prove that somebody was doing something to our kids. And then the cops took it seriously. But we had to give them all this information that they should have done their job, got it themselves. You know what I mean? Some cops are lazy as lazy as fuck. Some cops are really good though.
There's a few, and some of them just want what they can get, and that's it. So I put the question to our fans out there, to our viewers.
Yeah.
What do you suggest that we do? Because, yeah, the Black Lives Matter and all this is pushing for things, but none of that's going to make a difference. None of that's going to make it. Should we have vigilante justice, or should we actually do something about these laws and the people who enforce these laws?
Yeah.
What's our next step? Because it's gonna mess around happen where some good people are going to turn bad for the right reason and be classified as a wrong reason. You know what I'm
Well, and
saying?
people create these laws and they don't take any responsibility for creating the laws. And then they try to stay in office for years and years and years. Give you an example. Joe Biden, the 3 strikes law, has been one of the most negatively affected the minority communities more than any other law that had been on the books. Nobody's mentioning that. I'm not trying to be massively political, but that is one law where you can actually point to that has incarcerated millions of people.
Okay.
Millions of people. And he's not taking any, and nobody's holding him accountable for what he had done. In fact, they just forget about it.
Yeah.
And if that law is a bad law, and people are like, this is a bad law, they have a process to go through to fix it. But people are lazy; they don't want to fix it.
Or maybe they don't know how.
The squeaky wheel gets the grease,
Maybe they don't know.
and that squeaky wheel just happens to be stupid.
Are you saying about Joe Biden? Here in the state of Missouri, we have a law on the books. It's so stupid. If I buy a piece of property from Carl wants to sell his property.
Yeah.
Okay. And I do research to find out Carl still owes $15,000 on the property.
Yeah.
I either A, have to assume Carl's debt, okay?
If you're buying this property,
Buy his property, I got to buy his debt, or Carl can't sell the property with the debt on it. Unless that debt has to be wiped up clean.
Right.
Okay. How am I responsible for Carl's debt?
yeah.
How? That makes no. And who put this in the law? Well, nobody voted on it, because I guarantee you, citizens would be like, say what?
Well, they're making it so that that law is in place so that people can't sell property if they owe money to somebody else.
Okay, yeah, but how does that affect
Because
you?
the government, no, it doesn't. But the The reason it's in place is so the government can eventually eminent domain
Right,
or
well,
get it by taxes or whatever.
Well, I understand the whole mechanics lien thing. I get the mechanics lien part. You know, you can't say public should pay me. But why should I, the buyer of his property, be responsible for
That's what I'm
15
saying.
grand? That is just dumb.
It is dumb.
And, you know, I found a way around some of that. But some of that, you just can't get around it.
Right.
You know, like you said, Missouri, I'm not responsible for my wife's actions. But the property requires her signature. Even if the title's in my name,
Yeah.
they got to have her signature.
My wife,
See,
my wife filed
these
for
are
bankruptcy.
laws that are just stupid.
My wife filed for bankruptcy. Just my wife filed for bankruptcy, and they wanted all this information about me. I'm like, bitch, I ain't filing for bankruptcy. Why do they want my shit? I'm not filing for bankruptcy.
Yeah.
She is.
I don't want to know nothing about me.
Yeah.
You know, and my wife was something one of your husband's income. No.
Yeah.
We don't have to tell them nothing.
List everything in the house that your husband owns. Well, I don't want them knowing everything I
Oh,
own.
don't need to know.
Has nothing to do with
Yeah, my wife and I have a hard. And so I got on the phone one day, told the person who's my wife, said, "Dude, she ain't telling you nothing about my income. You don't need to know nothing about my income. Law says I don't have to tell you anything about my income."
That's right.
Yeah.
And so, but we got law says we do. Well, we got conflicting laws somewhere. That shit need to be changed. Dean City said, "Death row should be emptied.
Death row.
Yeah, but you see what he wrote before.
No.
Here it is.
Bring back public hang-ins and start ending some of these
Yeah.
motherfuckers."
Texas has it.
Tell me-
Texas has it right. You know.
Telling me he's wrong. I mean,
You know how quickly Texas. If you're on death row in Texas,
Yeah.
you're gonna die.
yeah,
They just. You can't see my hand. They pull that lever quick.
and
They don't leave people on death row for like 20, 30 years
That's-
like California does.
first of all, how's the math work on that? They say it costs more to kill him. No, it don't. No, it don't cost more to kill him.
Nope.
It sure the hell doesn't. It costs more when they're sitting there appealing and everything. After the appeals are done, because that's what I believe in, you know, in case somebody did make a mistake, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, after your appeals are done, you should tick tock.
Right.
Okay. It costs more. No, it does not cost. How the hell? A bullet. If you get fire rod, that's the cheapest way to do it. Come on now.
And we got modern technology now.
And the box of shells will
If
last
you're
years.
going to give them one deer after they're sentenced, if they can't come up with evidence to clear them, the year date, that next day, you're put to death.
Yeah, because if somebody has presented enough information for you, enough actual evidence for you to be put to that, I don't think people should be on death row because of a single witness saying, "I saw that guy shoot
That's
that
another
chick." Well, if you don't have physical evidence of it,
Right. In this day and age anymore, forensics is king.
yeah,
Right.
Eyewitnesses say, let's say I don't like Carl. I seen Carl Robertson do it. Carl Robertson sitting at home eating bonbons. He wasn't even there.
Right.
I seen him do it. Now they're going to go, you arrest you if you got any guns, take your guns, the whole process, you know, to find out you didn't do it. That's wasting time.
Right.
And what if they didn't like you? They say, yeah, he did it. Now you're in death row for somebody's opinion wasn't correct.
Right.
So if they don't know a lie detector test, which is based on someone's guess, really, then you shouldn't take our opinion.
No.
yeah.
Really, I don't care if you swear on the stack of Bibles.
But I'm like you. Forensics, DNA,
Forensics DNA.
and forensics has come such a long way.
I mean, you could
in
tell-
10 years.
Touch DNA right there. I could touch this. They got everything they want to know.
Right.
See, on that same, my father-in-law, he got his house robbed. He called the cops and he said, "My house just got robbed like an hour ago. Here's the name of the guy that robbed my house. This is what his car looks like. This is his address. And this is the stuff that you can find in his vehicle or in his house." The cops didn't even go investigate it. Didn't investigate it at all. And they waited something like 6 months, and then they went to go talk to the guy and said, "Well, there's no evidence of him stealing anything from your house." I told you the day it happened, like an hour after it happened. You could have stopped him in his car and found all this shit in his trunk. Now that would have been actually finding evidence of what's going on,
Right.
you know? So, you know, I don't believe in convicting people over just eyewitness or whatever. But at least investigate.
Right.
Well, an eyewitness is good to get you started.
Yeah.
And to eliminate a bunch of people. Okay. That gets the pool down to where you can manage it to work. But I just think in this day and age, with the way things are, touch DNA, you know, all kind of forensics, it seems like a video camera or somebody's got a fucking smartphone everywhere.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Traffic lights are taking videos people don't know about. Okay?
ATM machines are
ATM
taking
machine.
it.
There's if you watch ID channel, you see more and more and more of people getting video. Cops wanting video. Cops wanting video. They take an eyewitness. I seen this. Okay, he might be shady. Let's get this. If it turns out the eyewitness is right, great. He's an honest person.
Yeah.
How many people on death row actually have it appealed?
You ever
I
watch
don't know
that?
what the stats is to that. Maybe somebody can look that up. How many times does somebody appeal their death row case and get it prolonged? Every time I see someone on death row, the next day, they got a vigil for him.
Yeah. You ever heard of you ever watch that Dr. G medical examiner?
We have, yeah.
Okay, so she had one of the ones where somebody fell down the stairs or was pushed down the stairs, either one. And the cops were trying to push the narrative that somebody had pushed the guy down the stairs. And Dr. G was like, well, I've got evidence that the guy went down the stairs and died as a result of going down the stairs.
Okay.
And they were like, well, then he was pushed. He said, why? I can't say he was pushed. All I can tell you is the evidence says that he went down the stairs and he died from his going down the stairs. Whether he fell or he was pushed, I have no idea. So if somebody comes up and says, I pushed this guy, then you'll know. But other than that, you've got the evidence that the guy went down the stairs. He could have tripped,
Yeah. And that has happened.
That's happened to you.
And it's also happened the other way around where forensics has helped somebody.
Yeah.
Say, like, guy come home, remember a case, guy come over early, and they accused him of killing his wife. Okay? They never had a fight their whole marriage.
Yeah.
Wasn't in debt. They had plenty of money. Life insurance was like just enough to bury each other, I think.
Right.
Okay? That's all it was. They were pushing and said, well, he was in financial arrears. He wasn't in financial arrears. They said, well, if he sold the house, he'd get money. House was in her name. He couldn't have sold it if he wanted to. Okay? They almost didn't, but they put him in there, right? And they did forensic DNA, and her heart somehow had an air bubble in it.
No.
Okay? And she was up there in age where her heart, a lot of times you get an air bubble, sometimes it'll come out, you get a certain age, it doesn't.
Right.
She had an air bubble. They had 2 forensic guys on there saying, yeah, this guy smothered her with a pillowcase, all this and there. Finally, they had a female come on there, she did an autopsy.
Expert.
And said, nope, she wasn't smothered. Well, how you know? Because her eyes wasn't. If you get smothered, or breath, your eyes will
Bloodshot,
bloodshot or have a ring or something.
Yeah.
The bulge. Hers didn't. They said she had a blood clot. They quit him everything. He was found not guilty. Now, around town, he was guilty of court of public appeal, which people are assholes and need to knock that shit off.
Yeah.
But you just don't know, man.
Some people, once you're accused of something, you're guilty for the rest of your life.
Right. John Woodruff made a couple comments. One, he says, a rope will pay for itself. That's true. And cameras don't lie. No, but they can be manipulated if you got a bad cop. They can manipulate them. But majority of the time, you're right.
And video can be edited.
Yes, it can. Yes, it can. All right. So, both you guys are for vigilante justice if it's
If it's
Done
called
the right
for
way.
at the time,
All right,
right?
okay.
I'm not going to go out and look for it
Yeah.
right off the bat.
No, I got shit to do.
But,
You know.
if they defund the police, yeah, I will probably start looking more.
Hey, I'm gonna say it again. I've said it, and you know me. I'm gonna protect myself. I'm gonna protect mine, my family.
Family and
I'm not
anybody
gonna-
that's real close.
I'm not gonna sit there and wait for the cops to get there.
Right.
Okay. If it's a situation where I think there's something going on, you either need one of 2 things. You're either gonna need a coroner or an ambulance.
Right.
Okay. The police can come if they want, make out a report if they want, but there ain't gonna be no gray area.
No.
Okay. That's just what it's gonna be. And damn it, every human being ought to be like that. These guys are whining, I don't believe in guns. You got a dog? I don't believe in dogs. You got a knife? Protect yourself? I don't do that. What do? I'm waiting for the cops to get there. You're a stupid individual.
You're going to be dead.
Yeah.
You're going to be the
I
one
don't-
they haul off.
I don't care if you got an IQ 140. You are a stupid individual.
That's right.
Well, I grew up in Texas where you could put people in citizen's arrest until the cops come and sort it out.
Right.
So you can hold somebody. In some states, if you do that, it's like, what do they call it? Detaining somebody unlawful.
You can do it here in Missouri, and it also falls under the Sunshine Law.
Yeah.
Well, depending on how you do it. I had an uncle 30 years ago duct taped a guy to his mailbox so cops would find him.
I had a guy try to rob me, and he had a knife.
Yeah.
And I disarmed him and then put him in like like basically the guard, the triangle choke with my legs over him.
Right.
Had him on the ground in the guard position. until the cops got there. And then the cops got there, and, he lied and said that I was mugging him. And a witness said, no, that guy had a knife, and he was trying to get this guy. So I had a witness that helped out that situation. So sometimes witnesses are good, but my fingerprints weren't on the knife. So there you go.
Yeah, make sure if you're saying you're doing vigilante justice, make sure you're really doing it. You're not, because they'll arrest your ass too if there's any question.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And sometimes that's the way it should go, though, where you arrest everyone involved until all the evidence and all the information is there. Then you let the innocent person go.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Let's top of the hour here. Let's do some shout outs.
Shout out.
I see John Wartorf, he's still with us. Dean Cerny came back. He got tired of Petty, so he had to leave for a little bit, but he's back.
Yeah.
April Mueller, I see she's there. John Cerny, thank you, brother, for tuning in. We got quite a few guys. Share it out.
Wait.
Share the hell out of the thing. Let's
John
get it out there.
Cerny?
Yeah. They call him Minis from VRS. We want to make a big announcement, guys. Warrior Fest is coming up November 6th and 7th, 2020. As you know, we had one of the comedians on today. We're going to try to have all the talent that's going to be on. We're going to try to have on our show before Warrior Fest. Okay? Jeff, he's already on here, but
I'm on here.
be simple to an interview. He sits right here. Might get to that here in a second. But again, so November 6th and 7th, Misfits Bar and Grill on 7 Highway in Blue Springs, Missouri. Tickets are $10 a head a day. $10 a person a day, okay? Right now, bands, we got Mixology, Reality Becomes, confirmed. Kingfisher, confirmed. Rosenbridge KC, confirmed. They're going to be there. And Agony Inc., confirmed. They're going to be there as well. Starts Friday the 6th at 6 p.m. Saturday starts at 5 p.m.
Friday, November 6th.
Yeah, Friday, November 6th at 6 p.m.
6 p.m.
Saturday the 7th at 5 p.m. And we got comedians. We got Jeff Onyx. He's going to be there. Funny guy. He's also the sound guy.
Yep. House sound, not band sound. So if the band sounds like crap, I'm doing the house mix, bro.
Yeah,
I'm not doing that.
I don't know if David Taylor's coming or not. We're going to try to get him to come on that. David Scott dropped out, unfortunately. Real good friend of ours.
I'm having him
Good
on
brother.
our show on.
Yeah.
I'm going to interview him
Well,
Saturday.
He's big on being around where people wear masks. That's his thing, guys. He's an old gentleman. Let him wear his mask. Misfits, a lot of people ain't gonna have masks there.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to be involved.
Well, he's up there in age too.
Yeah, he is. So I love him, and we'll get some more work for him.
So that's how we're doing a phone interview with him.
Yeah. So he's gone. Petty Murphy, as you knew, as you guys just seen, he's going to be there. Nolan Freeman, he hadn't checked in, but he's going to be there. Mauricio Williams, man, this lady's something else. Yeah, she's something else. Richard Montano, I don't know what kind of suit he's going to wear. I call him Montano just going to watch it to get mad.
Do you remember that
Godfather.
Do you remember that one
All the
show?
way from Vegas.
I wore a suit and he didn't. Like we switched clothes.
Yeah, you trying to be the Doobie Brothers or something up there, but
Switched clothes for a minute.
Typhoon, he already confirmed he's coming. He's ready to go. And Mr. James Raleigh and yours truly, I'll be there as well. So,
you tell jokes?
yeah.
All right.
Very funny. And some circles, I'm the greatest ever. And then we got a mystery box. We got the 50-50 raffle both days going on. 50-50 raffle both days. Toward the end of the last act, we'll announce the winner of the 50-50 raffle. So, guys, it's going to be fun this year, man. Don't
Is
miss
it a
out.
50-50 raffle each day?
Yes. 50-50
So
raffle each day.
50-50 raffle on the first day, and then around the end, right before the last band, we'll do the drawing, and then the second day, another 50-50 raffle. So you've got 2 chances to win the 50-50 raffle on the day whichever day you're going to do. Yeah? Is that good?
Yeah. Hey, they said I'm a little bit too loud there.
Well,
Sound guy. Anyway, so yeah, that's going on November 6th and 7th in Misfits Bar and Grill. Come out, guys. These people are excellent people.
That's way better.
Good everybody.
That's good.
Excellent people. Good everybody.
nice little venue too. I
It
like
is nice
it.
of you. Jeff, you're gonna be there.
Plenty of parking.
Let me set this up. Our next interview, and since he's already in the house, is Jeff Onyx. Jeff is the national commander of Comedy Vets. All right, he's been all over the United States and the world. putting on shows, VFWs, American Legion halls, wherever they pay him, okay, wherever he can go and make somebody laugh. That's Jeff. Jeff was on board from day one from Warrior Fest. You were there for the original Warrior Fest.
Original.
You were there last year.
Yeah.
You're coming back again.
Yeah.
Jeff, tell us a little about the Warrior Fest and what it is that you do. That for people who don't know you, introduce yourself.
Warrior Fest was so exciting. It was so awesome. You guys need to come and, be part of it because it's so awesome. Last year, there was a guy who was like, oh, I know how to do this, and I could plug in some stuff, and then his stuff caught on fire.
It did.
No, I'm not laughing about people getting their stuff caught on fire. Just if you
No.
be all arrogant about it, and then your stuff catches on fire, you might not want to be arrogant in the future, right? But it was fun. They got plenty of parking and everything. It's
Yeah,
a nice neighborhood.
It doesn't look like it's got plenty of parking, but it's got plenty of parking
Yeah.
there. It really does.
Yeah.
A nice little place. So, you're a sound guy this year. What is it? What's something about Jeff Onyx that people don't know?
Well, stuff that people don't know is I hate people, everyone in the world. I hate everyone. Yeah.
That makes it easy to be a comedian.
Yeah, it makes it easy to be a comedian.
I know some people say it's hard. No, it's actually easy to be, 'cause you got all the material.
There's actually a medical term for that, for hating everyone.
And it's called asshole.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Yeah.
But, so what do you got coming up, Jeff?
Coming up.
What do you got coming up for you?
Well-
What is Jeff Onyx, the brand, got coming up?
Well, we've got, we're running the KC Comedy Radio, kccomedy.com. So we're doing that. So we're trying to get, 24-hour day, 7-day a week comedy going on for everybody. And this is on there right now.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
And then we've got some other shows that are on that and broadcasting through KC Comedy's Facebook page too. So we've got all kinds of stuff. We got like that lady Meg. I don't know the name of her show. Meg.
Okay.
She's got a show going on. And then me and Jay and I are doing our show on Saturday. Our radio show.
Right.
Saturday.
And that's on
kccomedy.com.
KC.com.
Yeah.
And what time is your show?
9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Saturday nights. 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Yep. Well, we also have Outpost Survival coming up.
Yeah, get into that a little bit. It kind of something happened. It kind of fell through last year. But tell them what it's about. What we want to do.
Well, what we've been doing in the past is we'd go out to an old abandoned jail and we would do like a post-apocalyptic weekend survival thing where you're in a all immersive environment where you play basically a survival game, not a war game, survival game where you're like building shelter, getting food, stuff like that. Well, we're changing it this year to be the $10 24-hour challenge where you got to go to the dollar store, you spend only $10 on your gear, and that's all the gear you get. You don't bring your pocket knife, you don't bring your fire starter, you don't bring your paracord that you normally bring, the clothes on your back, and $10 for the stuff from the dollar store. You have to have 2 meals, shelter, your gear has to be waterproof, some type of waterproof thing, and shelter. So fire, food, shelter, and has to be waterproof.
And if somebody's interested, what's the rules? How they sign up? Anything special?
Well, they could just go to outpostsurvival.com, outpostsurvival.com, yeah, or Comedy Vets. You can contact us through Comedy Vets, or the Comedy Vets Facebook page. You can send us a message on Comedy Vets Facebook page. So fun stuff, man. We're gonna tear it up.
How long you been doing comedy?
I've been doing comedy for I don't know, since 2007. So how long is that?
Oh, you're asking the idiot.
2007.
13.
13 years? 13 years. Yeah, because it's 2020 right now. What? You must be one of them savants. You know your math. You're mathing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 13 years. Been doing comedy. You know how I started doing comedy? Did I ever tell you? I started doing comedy because my ex-wife left me to marry her brother. Stepbrother, whatever, brother. And I would tell people, yeah, I lost my ordination because, they would ask me, why aren't you in ministry anymore? I was like, well, because I lost my ordination because my wife left me to marry her brother. And I would just tell those, and people would be like, you should go to open mic and tell people that story.
Right.
And I would tell people that story and people would laugh. So that's how I got into comedy.
Well, some of your best comedy is stories of life.
Stories of life, yeah. Yeah.
I've got a bunch of those stories of life that You know, I tell. And, you know, some people don't understand. Certain stories, we'll tell it. We'll Hollywood it up a little bit.
Yeah.
For the laughter. But going on. We're here, guys.
Hollywood it.
We're interviewing Warrior Fest people, talent.
Wait.
At Warrior Fest. We had Petty Murphy on a while ago. Now it's just Jeff Onyx.
You mean you said Hollywood it? You mean you bedazzle it?
Bedazzled Hollywood it.
Bedazzle it.
Lie.
Like
some even know it as lie.
you take your denim jacket and you bedazzle it a little bit. So you make it. It's still a denim jacket. It just looks a little prettier and fancier, right?
Right.
You like the way I said that?
Right.
That's a good description.
That's right. That's right.
Bedazzle it.
We're here with Jeff Onyx, one of the people that's going to be at Warrior Fest, a comedian, founder of Comedy Vets. What possessed you to found Comedy Vets?
Oh, actually, started doing Comedy Vets because I saw basically a need for veterans to do something for other veterans directly because we speak a different language.
We do.
We sometimes speak differently than a civilian would. So that was the original idea, was just to have veterans doing comedy shows to make other veterans feel a little bit better, right? And then my buddy Squirrel off himself, and I was like,
Yeah.
this is more important than just making people laugh, just because veterans to veterans kind of thing, and it became more of a suicide prevention thing where we're actually trying to, help somebody not to off themselves.
And it started out just you.
Just me, yeah.
And tell everybody how big's it gotten? Who's on board with Comedy Vets?
Well, we now have 15 comedians, and some of them are in and out, back and forth, overlapping with other organizations. But the main guys in our group are like you, Redneck Pimp, me, James Riley, Typhoon Panda, Longhorn, the comedian. We haven't worked with him in a while. Who else?
Mike West,
yeah.
Richard Montano,
yeah. David Scott,
funny man. He's been on the show, yeah. So it's come a long ways.
You know what's funny is some of those other guys that don't work with us as much, they're on the roster. Just every time we have a show going on, they're not available.
And that's a good problem.
And some of there's a couple of our guys that are actually out of state that do stuff elsewhere. Like Dickie Bill Wagner, he's in a different state doing his thing. Elsewhere,
Right.
And yes, that's his name, Dickie Bill.
Dickie Bill. Well, there you go.
Richard William, would it be? Richard William, Dickie Bill?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What up, fuckers? I got it to load. Goose, you fucking cocksucker. Somebody's cussing Goose out.
Oh.
I don't know what that's about, but it's using our title.
I don't know who Goose
entertainment.
is. Maybe that's Show Mom.
I don't know if she'd call Earl and Sonna. But
I don't know.
Okay, so again, Warrior Fest, November 6th and 7th. As people know, we got a big event going to happen around that time.
Yeah.
Yes,
Carl,
we do.
And you're taking a pretty predominant role in this, Carl. I understand. Justin's already made an announcement, so I don't have no problem saying it. We're going to try to make a world record. And we ain't going to try. We're going to achieve a world record. Okay, for content, the longest content live on air.
Not just going to break it.
Shatter it. So if this plays out according to plan, we will put it to rest. We're going to put it to bed. We're going to own this for a while. Okay.
Right.
Cheese charge.
We're starting October 31st. I don't know what time yet.
8 a.m.
8 a.m. Okay, there you go. That's official. 8 a.m. Starting 8 a.m. Halloween, and we're going to be nonstop, 24 hours a day, all the way until November 7th at Warrior Fest. At the close of Warrior Fest, guys, we're done. So check us out. During that time, of course, at Halloween, you're not seeing. You can see two gerbils humping. Okay, on this thing, because Carl's going to take care of some of the night. We're all going to do some night stuff and help relieve Carl. We got content. We got some other shows going live. This show will be on Tuesday. Carl will be doing his paranormal thing. Jeff probably brings his gerbil, and his gerbil sit there and run a wheel. I don't know. We'll have November.
I call her Joni.
We got the Veterans Hunt, November 2nd, 3rd. We'll try to do live during
It's a
that.
crossbow hunt.
Crossbow Hunt, yeah. So, and we'll get that in a second. So we're going to be at Muddy Ridge then. We're going to fill a lot of content. There's going to be a lot of things
Well,
happening.
yeah, there's going to be a lot.
And
Just besides comedy, there's going to be a lot of
And-
paranormal people on there.
Everybody who's going to be involved in this deal is going to get mentioned. So if you
Yes.
want in on this, get in on this. We're going to World Entertainment Network is going to break the world record.
We have a trophy we're going to give out to somebody,
Yeah.
but I don't know. But I don't know
Jeff
what
Onyx
it's
is
going to be.
providing a trophy. He already is.
Put whole boxes of them.
Yeah, so we're going to give them. Anyway, we're going to break this record at Warrior Fest. It's going to be done live.
Live.
So tune in, guys. This is a very big thing. We're going to have. I don't know if Guinness is coming out or not. If they are, I suppose I can let it be free.
They've been notified and everything, and Goose is working on that.
I guess I can let them in free if they get there. I suppose being,
Well, If
If we're
Guinness
going to bring our plaque, we'll let them in
if
first.
Guinness shows up or not, you probably could order a Guinness.
yeah,
It's going to be a bar.
Misfits. They have a lot of that.
They have some of that.
So
Why did I do my hand all limp when I said Guinness?
But as it gets closer, we're going to be putting out more and where to watch it at.
Yeah.
Because Facebook only lets you go 8 hours.
oh, I'm sorry. That was Goose calling Jeff a cocksucker because you forget to mention him as for his MC work
Working
on Comedy
with
Vets.
comedy.
Oh yeah. Justin Snodgrass,
The golden
MC
voice.
extraordinaire.
Okay.
The golden voice. The
Yes, the radio. Yes.
He's kissing it now.
And now he's licking the taint. That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
I see Denise Pridemore. Hello, Denise.
hello, Dean.
We need
Hi,
to,
Ron.
We need to get scheduled. Ron is here too. It's blurry.
Yeah.
Well-
we're going to get you scheduled up. I'll get a hold of you, Denise.
Don't feel bad, Justin. There's probably like 4 other guys I forgot.
Yeah. We'll get it all scheduled, and we'll get close to that. We're currently trying to make event shirts as well, so stay tuned for that. We're going to have event shirts sold there. We're also trying to get some our other shirts back so we can have prizes giveaways with our regular shirts that you see me wearing right here. Justin was wearing earlier when he was on. Okay, so we're going to try to get those as well. So it's a big thing.
It's a nice shirt.
It's a big thing. Jeff's going to do quite a bit during it. Also, can't wait, guys. It's we're going to be some tired people at Warrior Fest.
Yeah.
Be some tired people at Warrior Fest.
Yeah.
But there's good
And
food.
like you said, the nice thing about it, Misfits don't know about it yet.
Yeah.
Well, they're getting ready to. We're getting ready to inform them.
There's good
Are
food there.
Yeah, I'm going to have to. I'm going to inform them because when we get rid of the banner, I'm kind of thinking when we make a banner, maybe we'll put world record on
Hey.
attempt or whatever.
Good thought.
So kind of if that's the case, I got to let the cat out of the bag to them.
Right.
But they'll be behind it. They'll be behind it.
Who's putting cats in bags?
But we're going to be on different platforms, probably on Periscope, Twitter,
Periscope, Yeah.
and we're live right now on Twitch TV.
Twitch.
Twitch.
Yeah.
That sounds like a crack whore. Twitch.
Yeah, but you got a viewer watching.
Hey, thank you. Welcome. Who is it?
I don't know. It just tells me
Can they comment?
somebody's watching WO Entertainment 1 on Twitch TV. That's it.
Sweet. Well, welcome. Thanks a lot. I'm Red Pimp. This is Jeff Onyx. He's sitting in for our host,
Technically,
Justin Snodgrass, behind the.
I can just pull up
Camera is
the
called-
stream on the KC Comedy Radio thing, pull it up, and just do the audio part through the stream on the thing
Twitch?
too. No, on just KC Comedy's audio thing,
Yeah.
because it's a radio thing, no
You go
video.
live on your Facebook page. Is that how they go live?
No, well they do that, but that's
Because see, with StreamYard, all I got to put is the link in there to your Facebook.
but I was saying I could pull up whatever you guys are streaming, and then just have the audio go out
Yeah.
from wherever it is to do whatever. Then that way you guys have the audio
Well, there's going
constant stream.
during that days that we do that. One special deal is Halloween night. There is going to be an event showed on here that's never been seen before
An investigation.
in Scotland.
Scotland.
There you go.
I've had a
That's
couple
better.
people ask for video and pics of our investigation. When are you planning on releasing that information?
Here, probably in about 2 weeks.
All right.
We'll
You
probably
heard it.
do your first hour of your show, and
Okay.
the second hour will be going through.
All right. You guys heard that?
Can you hear me still?
Goose is back. Let me see what he's doing. Goose, you want on here?
We can hear him.
I can hear him. Yeah.
You're live. Yep.
Okay,
He works for
so
Verizon now.
this
Can you
fits
hear me now?
To correct what was said earlier, Misfits knows about the world record attempt.
Okay, there you go.
So
Yeah.
I've already let Stephanie know, and what we're planning on doing, everything like that. I also let the band know because our goal right now is 180, and we know the exact time that we're going to hit that 180, and we know which band is going to be playing, so we're going to break into their set, which you guys that aren't going to be able to make it to Warrior Fest will be able to see that whenever we do it right here, and that at that point we will actually be live not only on our Twitch feed, our Periscope feed, but also on Facebook and YouTube. That way, everybody gets to see the moment whenever we hit
Right.
our goal, and everything after that is going to be basically just icing on the cake, just racking extra hours to make it even harder to attain.
Oh, well, there you go. There you go. There you go.
Shatter it.
Well, it's going down. It's going to be beaten bad. Whoever tries it next time,
It's going to be beat
hey,
black.
good luck to you, buddy. Yeah, good luck to you, buddy.
Hey, Justin, I put a condom on your microphone.
I see that.
He's kissing you, he's over here.
So that way
Nope.
my voice doesn't like transfer onto it.
The only fear that I got
Yeah. 'Cause
about the world record, I'm not going to say it. I don't want to speak it out there because I don't want to ruin it, put negative thoughts. But I have one fear about trying to attempt this world record. And if you're part of the show, you already know what I'm going to say before I even go there. You know what we've had the most trouble with since
Internet.
Other than that, that's the only thing going to stop us. Bang. That's
Yeah.
right. I don't want to put that negativity out there, but that'd be it. That'd be the only thing stopping us. If that happens, of course we're screwed. But other than that, we're breaking this damn record. Okay.
You're not worried about a tornado or thunderstorm,
No, on November 6th, nope,
a blizzard.
nope, nope, nope. As long as we can get, as long as we keep
Here's the
signal.
thing. There's a significance to the number of hours that we have set for
Yes.
our initial goal. That is, for those of you who don't know, that is the number of veterans at 22 a day that would kill themselves in a period of 8 days, which is how long we are going to be live.
8 days.
8 days. That's tragic. If you put that in perspective,
Yeah.
it's towns like Savannah, half of St. Joe, Missouri, gone in a day,
Yeah.
or gone in a week. Yeah, in the course of a year. I'm sorry, in the course of a year, gone.
Yeah.
And no explanation, just gone. You know,
Yeah.
and that's now we are not the lead. Teen suicide is taking over the lead of suicide, but we're still top of suicide because we're only a tenth of the population. Okay, we have less than
Right.
you know, and this COVID has made that number go up. I know the numbers get released about every year and a half, every 2 years, so we're kind of behind right now. But in next year, when they release the new fresh numbers, because of the COVID, you're going to see a great big
A
increase
spike, yeah.
on COVID. We must have lost Justin there. Well, anyway, we're here with Jeff Onyx and Carl Albertson. Guys, thank you for help tuning in today. Appreciate it.
You got your question?
One more question for you, Jeffrey. I didn't know if you knew this or not, but you remember Monica Lewinsky, right?
Yeah.
You know she become a dentist.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she opened chain of stores all over.
Okay.
Yeah, her motto is cleaning the taste out, one mouth at a time.
You just wrote that?
Yeah, I wrote that a couple days ago.
Huh.
That's good.
That
That's
was
quality.
good, yeah.
That is good.
That's gold right
That's
there, boys.
gold.
That's gold.
You know what's
Your last question to you: why veterans? I know you had a friend, and you're a veteran.
Yeah.
You know, why not just go into the, like Petty Murphy, just in the regular comedy, as everybody else?
Because there was already a thing set up for teens. There's already there's already something out there for different categories and stuff.
Right.
But I didn't see enough being done to help veterans specifically.
I agree.
You know, and even on the small scale that we're doing, or the Comedy Vets is doing our thing, our number one goal with the veteran suicide prevention thing is to do something about isolation. When people isolate themselves or they're isolated from other people, they're more susceptible to getting in their own head and something happening. So we started doing the comedy shows saying, hey, if you know somebody that's going to be alone during Thanksgiving or whatever, during an event, invite them out to an event, invite them out to a show, let them come out and do, to do something. So you got something going on. And even if you don't come out to one of our shows, go find somebody who's by themselves and hang out with them.
Right.
Take them out for a beer,
Right.
take them out somewhere, do something with them,
Right. Right.
So-
Those know the backstory. I met you. You were sitting in front of Walmart, kind of inside the door there.
Yeah.
And you said comedian. I'm thinking, well, hell, I'm a comedian. And we got to talking. You said we'll show up to the show. I came to the show in January of all months, and we talked about putting me on stage. You put me on stage your next show, and then we've been together ever since on that. And then you also introduced me to Justin,
Right, yeah.
and got it in radio. So anyway, so that's about.
And I met Justin the same way I met you.
Yeah.
I was standing out in front of a store, spreading awareness and collecting donations.
Right. Right.
And
Right.
then that's how I met him.
Yeah. Well, so that's the interview with
You like my microphone condom?
Yeah, I like it. That interview with Jeff Onyx. If you guys want to see Petty Murphy and Jeff Onyx, you'll see these guys on stage November 6th, November 7th. He's part of the roster, and he's also part of the staff, so he'll be there regardless, both days. Come say hi to him. Come say hi to Petty Murphy. Good guys, especially if you're a veteran and want to talk to somebody. These guys will really help you out. Next week, I'll try to have a couple more people on if we can for Warrior Fest.
But I touched on this a little bit. If you know of a veteran that is going to be alone around that time, invite them out to
Right.
have a beer, to enjoy a band, to watch a little comedy, to be around other people.
Right.
So,
And I'll give you the schedules next week. I'll release the schedules of when the bands are playing, when the comedians are going on. All right, so next week I'll announce all that. So you'll have everything concrete then, so you'll know, hey, maybe I just want to see a comedian. So you'll come during the comedian slot. Or hey, I want to see this one band. You'll come during that slot. That's fine. We don't care about that. We want you in the door. We want you to come in there, and we want you to partake in what's going on. All right. Carl, what time you got?
We got 6:27.
6:27.
You got trivia
6:27.
tonight?
trivia.
Let's do the. Hold on, I got trivia somewhere. Oh, this is a true or false question.
How many entries?
Let's give 20.
20.
20 for this. Here we go. True or false?
True.
The movie Roadhouse was shot primarily in the state of Missouri. Where they said they were out of Joplin, Missouri, correct? All right.
What was?
Movie Roadhouse.
Roadhouse. Oh, yeah.
Look at true or false? Was it shot predominantly in the state of Missouri?
We'll
Okay,
wait and
can
see
I
who
answer?
jumps in.
No, you can't do this one. You're behind the mic this time.
Yep.
Oh, I can't
Nope.
answer.
We're exempt from it.
Oh,
And the drum roll starts. Dean Cerny says true.
Dean Cerny says true. Predominantly, yes. There's a couple major roles that were filmed in California. But yes, the movie was predominantly in the state of Missouri. A lot of people don't know that. They thought it was all Hollywood. It was not all Hollywood. They were actually on site. They actually built that bar twice. They built it in California to do some of the scenes out there because Sam Elliott had a scheduling problem. And then they built the bar again. If you look at the movie, you'll see it. You'll see where it moved.
Yeah.
Okay. And then they built it again in Missouri.
And most of it was filmed in Peculiar,
Peculiar. Yes. There you go. A little,
How-
south of Kansas City.
little free,
how peculiar.
little free.
Yeah.
Little
It's
free
real
one there.
peculiar.
You know what's weird about Peculiar is they refer to their football program as Ray Peck. Raymore Peculiar. Ray Peck. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, because Ray Moore's peculiar.
Raymore Peculiar.
So right,
Ray
Dean
Peck.
Cerny down for 20.
Yeah.
Dean Cerny got 20. Good job, Dean.
Good job, Dean.
All right, the animal facts. Wait, do we have a DUI?
Nope, we don't have.
We don't have a DUI. Okay.
I just sent you one.
I'm not on Facebook on this
Oh,
at the same time.
okay.
Yeah,
All right.
you
All
go
right.
with it.
Last week we kind of was joking around this animal, but we didn't get any facts for it.
Here, I'm going to be like
So
Justin.
I'm going to give you the name. This name is Pink Fairy Armadillo. I didn't stutter.
There it
That's
is.
The Pink Fairy Armadillo. Carl's got the first pictures up there. Take a good look at this thing and just.
That's wicked.
It looks like one of them old pink zebra cake type things that got slammed into an armadillo and a mole. It's got feet like a mole. Look at that thing.
I know it's got hair too, doesn't it, or fur?
Yeah, and it's got It's got plates and everything else on it. All right, the pink fairy armadillo has small eyes, silky yellowish white fur, and a flexible dorsal shell that is solely attached to its body by the thin dorsal membrane. In addition to its spatula-shaped tail, what tail? Tail produced from its vertical plate at the blunt rear of the shell, the creature exists nocturnal and solitary habits and has a diet that is mainly composed of insects, worms, snails, and various plant parts. The conservation status for pink fairy armadillo is still uncertain, as it is listed as data deficient. That means there ain't much about this. They don't know a whole lot, okay, except for what they see by their eye. The decline in population for this species has generally been attributed to farming activities and procedures, including domestic dogs and cats. Pink fairy armadillos are found less commonly than they were a few decades ago, and the field sightings have been rare. Incidental individuals have been caught in the wild, had a tendency to die during the captive days after they were transported to the neutral habitat captivity facilities. There is a sole record for longevity of the pink fairy armadillo that was held in captivity for more than 4 years. However, that particular case lacks proper scientific description and thus cannot be considered fully valid. Armadillos' evolutionary distinctiveness, combined with their restrictive geographical range, ongoing traits, and rarity, makes the urgent conservation attention extremely important for these species. And for those who don't know, these are a South American animal. That's only place you can find these things.
Down by a beach?
No, not
'Cause
really.
Both of them looks like they're in sand.
It has a little bit of inland. Well, South America has sands. They have deserts down there as well.
Yeah.
It's very hot down there. These things are
There's
wow. They're central Argentina and found south of Mendoza, Providence, as well as north of Rio Negro and south of Buenos Aires. So right there, that's not a very good range for these things. Carl, did you have the other picture? Did you already put it up there?
Yeah, I had that one.
Yeah, that's all we had. They ain't very many pictures of them either. So get on and look up the pink fairy armadillo, guys. That's your pimp animal fact. I'll try to come up with something weird. Next week I might go more traditional. I don't want to wear all these weird ones out. I'll try to do it more traditional. And who knows? Depending on if I get drunk or something and get tired of it. But pink fairy armadillo. Carl, your thoughts. Go.
That's kind of really a unique animal, because you say most of them have been caught and put in captivity, die within hours, right? That was on there?
Yeah.
They've got to figure out, they need to go out and watch them in the wild and learn a lot more about them to keep them in captivity.
Yeah.
Dean Cerny said looked at something that come out of his ex's underwear.
Where are they from?
South America.
South America, around Argentina, around there.
So they almost look like they're from Texas.
Well, half of them could be with the shell.
I read the whole thing. It was boring shit, pretty dry read. But I read, and it never told me where it got the color, how they got that pink on them.
Yeah.
Because I'm an avid hunter, and I've never been in the wild to see anything pink. Okay. No pink trees, no
and
pink
stuff like that.
I mean, for him to hide his camouflage, what the hell is he going to hide a bunch of cupcakes? What's he hiding in?
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, see, like naked mole rats and moles and things like that, they're pink because they're underground all the
Right.
time,
Right,
so
under
they get no
sunlight.
pigment.
right, but this is not underground. This is an armadillo. It hunts. Now, my theory is maybe there's a lot of sand in that area, and pink goes over sand. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't know, but
That could be very well.
Like red dirt, red sand. Armadillo.
Dean Cerny, one vote to change the name of Animal Trivia to Pimp's Pets.
Pimp's Pets.
I've had some strange ones. That goblin shark made it across other people's shows. They credit us for it.
Right.
They didn't, steal it. We didn't invent it, but
Right.
but they said, hey, look here on W Radio. Look at so it's the goblin shark. That's a unique.
That one and that Dorfin thing you had last week.
Yeah, this one here.
Dorfin Dolphin or whatever it was.
Yeah, octopus. It was
Yeah. Dorfin
Dumbo
octopus.
Dumbo octopus.
You're just finding some crazy things to show.
Yeah, I do. It's some pimp
Oh,
facts. So
yeah.
I'll probably go more traditional next week.
Uh-huh.
Kind of sad news. I got a call a while ago. I brought out my dog before he got killed, my Rottweiler. She had pups. She had two, both of them dead. She was an older dog. She had some type of disease, and it cost all her pups to die. The lady was upset. Thought she owed me money. That was not the deal. Only way I got any money is if I either got the pick of the first litter or price of the first pup.
Right.
If they didn't take, it's a wash. Both of us lose money. So I was kind of hoping for a male, but his bloodline died off. So there you go. It's over with and
Yeah.
done. So I'll be moving on from that deal. But
Sad.
that is sad because he was, anyway, that's good. So moving on. So
how's the grandkids been
Yeah.
out on the farm?
grandkids, my son-in-law, I call him son. There are no in-laws in my family or step or anything like that. We're all, sons and daughters and stuff. One of my sons got out of the military. He was at the Big Red One in Kansas.
Yep.
Okay. He came back and got him a job. And my daughter, I love her to death. She's got an IQ about 140. She's a brilliant, brilliant woman. You ain't getting a whole lot over on her, okay? She's not dumb. A little naive sometimes, but she ain't dumb. She come back here, McDonald's gave her a manager spot just like that. They wanted her, didn't interview her, she didn't work her way back up, bang, hired her.
Right.
And she's pregnant, going to have a baby. It's going to be her number 3. That'd be 11 for the wife and I already. I'm kind of hoping for, if I get a dozen, then I got the Amish mentality. Screw it, just give me 50.
There you go.
Give me a bunch of grandbabies. But so they're back, and they're trying to find a place to live, and right now they're living with us, kind of us and his mother's too, and so all that's going well. But yeah, it's I'm trying to get back on stage. I'm jonesing hard. We got a couple of shows coming up, but I know you and I share the same thing, Jeff. This
Yeah.
COVID has got us all slowed down. I want back on stage.
Yeah.
It's killing me not to get back on
Yeah.
there. I mean, I'm up around the house like a kid who pissed his pants.
But you're probably doing what I'm doing. Pull up my microphone and my little mic stand. And,
Yeah, it's
and
not-
put on a show to myself and my dog.
I got my stand set in my kitchen, my speaker, and I play music for my grandbabies, and I tell some jokes. But the pictures on the wall of my grandbabies, that's my audience. I tell them the jokes and everything. Okay?
Yeah.
That's good.
So anyway,
It keeps you like in the practice, in the groove of it.
all right, our fans out there, I see you guys still tuning in.
I like this talking on the side of the microphone thing.
Yeah, it's a little better so you can turn your head both ways.
Yeah.
For those of you who are still tuning in, got a question for you. It's not a trivia question, but it looks like they're coming up with a vaccine for this horse shit COVID. Okay. Write in, let me know. Would you take the vaccine or will you not take the vaccine? And while you're doing that, Jeff, would you take it?
I would not.
You would not take
But
it.
there are multiple vaccines going on. Do you know in Russia they're going to force people to take
Under
them?
communism. Right. Yeah, I know they got 2 vaccines and they're both equally trying out well.
Yeah.
I did hear that.
Yeah.
Carl, you take the
No.
vaccine? No.
No.
No. I will not take it either. However, if I get COVID, then I might take the vaccine to get rid of COVID.
Yeah.
But other than that, no. Only way I take it is if I had to get. It had to be a bad case of COVID, not a 2 days and I'm all right.
Well, even like the flu vaccine.
No,
I don't do the flu shot.
No.
I can't do the flu shot. The flu makes me sick, and I argue with any doctor right now.
Exactly.
When I don't take it, I haven't been sick. When I take a flu shot, I'm sick every single time. You can kiss your ass. It's the flu shot doing it to me. I ain't taking
It
it.
gives me the worst case of flu you could imagine.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. I don't take it, and I just.
That's
But
it.
those same
That's
people
what
that
they
are-
ask me every time I go to the VA. You want your flu shot? And I said, can you write it and report? Big letters. No.
No.
And stop
Yeah.
asking.
Well, don't you think it's weird how all these people who are like, you've got to get these vaccines, are the same people that tell you not to do the chicken pox sleepovers.
Uh-huh.
They tell you not to have your kids sleep over with somebody with chickenpox to give all the other kids in the neighborhood chickenpox.
We did anyway.
They're like, don't do that, but you should take this vaccine so you give yourself this sickness
Yeah.
because it'll make everything better.
Yeah, I made military food. I think I'm impervious to the crap.
Right.
MREs,
Do
roaches
you
crawl
guys
across my
think
kid.
we're ever going to see the day again that you don't have to wear a mask?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that'll happen.
Yes, it's coming
That'll
pretty
happen,
quick.
Yeah.
It's going to be a long ways down the road.
Couple comments here. Denise Maddox said that COVID is stupid. She said no, hell no, she's not getting a vaccine. Dean Cerny said flu shots make my poop burn. And Dean Cerny said,
Vaccine is November the 4th, day after election.
but I think it is. I think we're going to be faster than you think on this max thing because they can't really enforce it.
No.
Yeah.
And this is all going to. Here's my thoughts. This is all going to go away in the middle of November. Now I'm not looking at the election part. I tell you where I'm leaning into this deal. What's one big thing happens from September to 1st of February? NFL, the richest
Niffle.
sports
Yep.
there is.
They got to bring them back in those stands.
Follow. Here we go, Carl. Follow along here. Those owners are playing along here a little bit. These guys getting sick, opting out. Okay. What's going on when we start playing these games and that revenue is way the hell low and they ain't making no money? Somebody from the NFL is going to call and say, hey, stop fucking testing.
Yeah.
Stop testing.
How you
I
going
bet you money right now because the NFL stops a lot of shit. The NFL does. They make phone calls because they put a lot of revenue in these cities. Kansas City starts losing revenue.
The TV stations get
What happens when the
revenue from
Sprint Center-
commercials and
What happened when the Sprint Center, when they said the Sprint Center couldn't get what was that, March Madness.
yeah,
I think when they stopped
They
being
got
able
there.
yeah.
when they stopped being able to blame it on Trump,
Well, yeah,
eventually they're going to get to the point where they can't blame everything on him.
first of all, the little people blame Trump are stupid. It came from China, period, in the story.
Yeah.
Trump didn't know nothing about it. They still don't know nothing about this damn thing.
That's why we call it the China virus.
But I'm telling you,
Yeah.
man, mark down right now what I'm telling you. So you hear it here. Papa's telling you right now, the NFL is going to kill it because
Yeah.
they're going to say stop fucking testing.
Yeah.
If you're sick, go to hell home. If you're not, get out there and play the
The
game.
baseball bat one.
No, that's football. NFL
Oh,
football.
Football.
Okay, and if I'm wrong, whatever. But those of you that actually know me in real life, I ain't never wrong. I know what the hell I'm talking about.
Yeah.
This thing, the football, is going to cure a lot of problems. They,
Yep.
they took care of the kneeling. They told these guys behind the scenes, look, we don't give a rabid buffalo's ass. So what they start doing, they stop letting the players out for national anthem. Okay, don't go out for national anthem. That's the same thing as telling you stop kneeling.
Right.
Okay, some players went out and kneeled. Some teams said, look, we'll stand arm in arm. That still said stop kneeling. It still told them to stop kneeling. Okay. There's reports that the Denver Broncos, the Dallas Cowboys are saying stop kneeling. They need you kneel, you're fired.
Right.
All I'm saying is NFL's got a ways of curing things. You just watch. And I give it till middle of November because that's September and October's money they're losing.
Right.
November, they're going to say, you know what? Kiss my ass.
Come right around
Yeah.
before Thanksgiving.
Before
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, it's big time.
Thanksgiving, they got 3
Yeah.
games on TV. And then the following Sunday.
Not
So that
only
month is
NFL,
huge.
you got
They're
college.
they're talking about they'd already canceled the Rose Parade,
No,
But they're
college is
not-
over dramatizing everything.
but they didn't say they're canceling the Rose Bowl.
right.
They
Well,
said
yeah,
the
but
Rose Parade.
But that's
was
not the
canceled.
NFL. That's college.
No, I know, but I mean, it's still in the realm of football.
I'm just saying.
It's like watching the baseball games. I can't hardly watch that with these cutouts set
Cardboard.
behind them. That's just wrong.
But some of these games, the amount of enthusiasm the cardboard has is exactly the same as when they have normal people in the stands.
Yeah.
The Royals have more people in the stands with these cutouts than they normally do.
Right. Right.
But yeah, you're right about the NFL. They're
I
going.
bet you.
They're going to.
I mean,
it's gonna
honestly,
step up.
are they going to lose money?
Yeah, they're going to lose
I
money.
mean,
And
are
how are they going to pay?
Are they going to continue losing money?
No,
They ain't. You can
because
get
they're under contracts with. Take Mahomes
Come on.
for example.
Go ahead. There's
right?
more. You're trying to say it. What's
They're
driving
under,
it?
They're under contract
Money.
to pay them money
Where are they getting at though?
and everything.
What's the main thing? TV contracts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you going to tune in and what's the advantage?
Yeah.
What's your advantage for your home game? Your fans.
Right.
They're not going to put up with it. I promise you.
No.
Dean Cerny had a comment on here. Why should you test if you ain't got the symptoms? They test these players every single day. They're wasting tests as far as I'm concerned.
They're talking about.
But it counts as, so many people have been tested. So many people have been tested. The numbers are all skewed, guys. They're not making any corrections. These numbers, they're not fixing these mistakes.
Well, let's switch back to the college side. On the college side, the people who are playing football for college teams are the least likely to get COVID and least likely to be negatively affected by it. Like, they would get hardly any symptoms because they're the most fit. They're within that age range where they get zero effect from having COVID. And if they're just playing with each other, who else is going to get affected?
A lot of these athletes got it, and they said they didn't have much. Now, a couple athletes did have a little harsher symptom, but that's anything. The flu, some people get the flu, they cough a couple times, sneeze, and go on. Some people shit their pants, feel like they're dying.
Yeah.
Okay? That's just the way it is.
Yeah.
Just the way it is.
Different people, it affects them differently.
April Mueller says jobs can force regular testing without symptoms. Well, that's wasting tests to do that, and it adds to, you see all these people. In the state of Missouri, I see them saying 4 million people have been tested. Wait a minute. There ain't 4 million people in Missouri, is there?
I'm telling you.
Okay, and I ain't been tested.
I ain't been tested.
You ain't been tested. You ain't been tested. That's
Actually,
3. I know nobody in my house has.
Nobody in my
My
house.
neighbors had.
No, my friends.
So I can keep going.
They're going to test me.
You know what it is? It's the Royals and and it's the Chiefs that keep testing over and over and over
Right.
again, then bumping them numbers up. These guys that say, I've had it 6 times, you can kiss my ass. You had it once, and you didn't get over it for the first time. You didn't wait, 14 days, maybe it took you 27. So what? That's still one freaking time you had it.
Well,
Yeah, you didn't
I
have
talked to a guy at our yard sale here 2-3 weeks ago, right? Lives in Trenton. He applied for a job. Older gentleman applied for a job. They said, you got to go have the COVID test done. Went to Cameron. Bad choice, but went to Cameron. Got tested. Tested positive. Right?
Yeah.
He goes back and shows it to the people he's supposed to work for. They said, no, go to Milan. They're testing up there. He goes to Milan. Tests negative.
Negative, yeah.
Right? They retested him, Milan. Again, tested negative. Just like Dean Cerny put on there, CDC already admitted the numbers are wrong.
They did, but the government hasn't.
Right.
And these local news affiliates still saying these whopping numbers. There was a stat, and I checked it. A fact checker actually checked the numbers because the fact checker called me on it. Then they said, no, I'm sorry, we're right. They had 90,000 cases of positive cases in Florida. 90,000. They went back and said, wait a minute. All but 11,000 of them were wrong.
Yeah.
Okay? So only 11,000 tested positive. But did they change the numbers? No, they didn't. They kept that same stats.
Right.
That's what I'm saying about these numbers.
It's a scare tactic.
It is. It's being inflated.
They're gonna force me to get tested. I have to get my test like in the week, 2 weeks.
See, they should force you.
Who's forcing you?
Well, I have to have a sleep study done, so it's a medical. They consider that a medical procedure, even though I'm going to be
Right.
sleeping by myself in a room. So I gotta have a COVID test. When everything I'm going to be touching, they're going to be sterilizing anyway when I'm done. So I don't know why, but whatever.
I know it's ridiculous.
I know people that are they're forcing them to COVID test if they do any medical procedure at all.
Yeah.
Like even if it's not surgery.
That's something Evan Miller just said, too. Yeah, people are being tested for medical procedures, too.
And in one way, I can see that, as a requirement. Because if you do go in for surgery and you did have this COVID and they open you up, what happens then?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Which leads me to one of the questions I was going to ask. And we got 12 minutes left of the program.
Yep.
We'll ask this. You've seen a lot of videos online about people not wearing masks. Okay. You see a lot of people, you see what the video is other people's reaction. The people that are wearing the masks' reaction.
Right.
Now, would you fight somebody over wearing or not wearing a mask? Carl, you go first.
No. It's a personal
wouldn't
personal responsibility.
That's
Go ahead.
okay. Same thing. Would you fight me because I wore a cowboy hat in here?
Wear what you want.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The face mask. There are people. I got a granddaughter. She goes to high school, right? And she's all for the mask. And like I told her, that's fine. but you have asthma. How you going to breathe in that thing?
See, that's another thing.
She goes, well, I've learned how to do it, right?
Okay.
And where to put it. And I said, that's fine and everything. Because she went to band camp this year, and they were required to wear masks. I said, how'd you play your sax?
Right.
During the playing, they were allowed to take it off. As soon as they was done playing, they had to put it back
So they
on.
broke the seal, and that's an opportunity for them to get it right there.
Exactly.
Like when you go to a restaurant, you got to wear it when you eat.
And they're blowing the virus through their instrument.
Hell no.
Or you go into a place and it says on the sign, face masks are required. You're the only one going in. Everybody working in there don't
Right.
have one on.
Right.
Yeah.
Jeff,
Yeah.
fight on it, yes or no?
No.
Fight. I wouldn't over a mask. What I would fight over is someone wore a mask, got mad and want to swing on me.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't wearing one.
He's going to need an oxygen mask.
Right.
Okay,
You know, I've gotten people
You've
going after me about
I
that.
want you to tell a story here. So you got accosted,
Yeah.
not only wearing a mask, but you had a dog and you were wearing a mask at the same time.
Yeah.
Tell us about that incident.
So I was at Walmart. Beautiful place to go if you're wearing a mask and having a service dog. So I'm just standing there, customer service, and this lady, she's like, "Oh God, you gotta bring a dog in here on top of this COVID thing." She's like yelling at me. She's 20 feet away from me, yelling at me for having a dog in there. So she started yelling at me or whatever. So I gave her some choice words, you know.
Right.
But that other guy, I was outside, and he yelled at me, and I need to wear a mask. I need to wear a mask, but I'm outside. The mandate is inside. He's like, well, you should be social distancing and wearing a mask, and you're selfish and irresponsible.
It's 90-some degrees outside. It's going the virus going to die.
See, that's the thing. They use the word selfish. I'm saving you're saving other people's lives. Okay, look, that's all fine, Daddy. I don't give a shit about your life. If you're, let me say this, saying I care about you, right? But I care about me too.
Right.
I believe this is a nothing thing.
Yeah.
I'm not going to wear a mask, and you should be so weak need to wear it. Now, if you pull up in a wheelchair and you're about 465, okay, and you're bitching, you're going to save my life. I believe you're a little north of that yourself, but
Yeah.
I believe you don't care. If you're 465, you obviously don't care about your own life.
Exactly.
Shut your pie hole.
See, I think it's more about control. People want to control other people.
It is. It is. We're like you're being selfish. Well, hold on a second. Some of the people that say that smoke cigarettes. I think a person who smokes a cigarette is the most selfish person on the planet.
Yeah.
My wife, I tell her this all the time. She thinks I'm crazy, and I'm not trying to offend nobody. I'm just telling the truth. If you smoke cigarettes, you're a selfish person. And here's the evidence right here. Do you swallow the smoke?
No.
Then you're
it comes
selfish.
out, it comes out of your
Yeah.
body sometimes.
Then you're selfish.
Yeah.
You are. If you're not swallowing that smoke, you're breathing out. What gives you the right to have me breathe that in? It's because it's no self-gratitude.
But then again, if you're smoking, I'm not going to run up to you and say, don't smoke and punch you in the face.
No, I want to because I hate smoking, but I don't. I let you smoke.
Yeah.
So the theory behind that same thing is, if you're smoking, you're selfish. I'm not wearing a mask. I'm selfish. Whatever.
Yeah.
It's a wash.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I'm not, but here's the deal. I will pick on you if you do, unless you're driving in the car by yourself with two masks on.
Yeah.
Then you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
I see that all the
Then
time.
you're a
up
moron.
there in Gallatin.
Dude, you're a moron.
They pull up the stop sign, I look out the window and go, there's two idiots.
Yeah.
Got a mask on in their vehicle.
You know,
I mean, come on.
the new ones that they're trying to
dumb.
push on people are the full face shields.
I see that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, shit, I got one of these in the garage.
You got a welding helmet.
I got a helmet. I'll put one of them.
Okay, there's my next
But if
question.
it comes up underneath that though.
They had a daycare person out in California
Right.
start back up. All the kids were wearing the clear face shield.
Yeah. I saw that on the news.
If you had to wear clear plastic for a few hours a day, how's your eyesight going to be?
Yeah. You know, the problem I had with that on the news, when they had the little kids on the news, is they showed every one of them little kids' name was written on that thing.
Yeah.
You know how easy it would be for somebody to come over and go, hey, whatever your name is. You know, there are a lot of schools you're not allowed to put the name of the kid where it's visible for other people, because then somebody could talk to the kid, get their name, and then kidnap them or whatever.
Right.
I was like, man, that's even worse than the COVID, is leaving the name of
They
that
had
kid's
those-
name on
You
there.
seen the same video
Yeah.
where they had the mask on?
Yeah.
Did you see all the sticker? How could you look through that thing and your eyes not go to a sticker?
Yeah, exactly. Did you see that picture of the little kids in, I think it was Japan, and they had these little tiny boxes made of plastic. They had plastic, like PVC frame, and they had plastic covering them. So they put the little kids in the plastic thing.
It's dumb.
The little kids got toys, right? The little kid sits down and play with the toy, and the teacher puts this thing over the top of them, plastic all the way around, all the sides, so they can take off their mask and play without a mask on.
That looks like Hansel and Gretel.
And then when they're done playing, they put the mask back on, and then they lift the thing up. Okay, all that air that was in there that they were breathing, you scooped up some air, and now the kid's breathing it, and then that kid's breathing in there, and then you let it loose.
It should have a shot back on that to suck the air out. Dean Cerny made a comment on here, and I forgot all about it, and it's true. And Trump got in trouble for making the same comment because they're pricks. When this all first came out, kids were bulletproof in this thing. He said, kid can't get it. It doesn't affect the children, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Dean just made a comment. It's something about how since school's getting ready to start, now we're talking about these kids being, needing masks and all stuff. Trump made a tweet and said kids are like something, they ain't going to get it, or it's harder for a kid to get it. And Twitter threw a fit, twatter is what I call him, twatter, threw a fit, made him take it down. But that's what they said. That's what the damn CDC said. That's what that Filthy or Fauci or whatever his name is, that's what he said. So Trump's just repeating what the hell people are telling him. He's got some bad information. He got some idiots up there. You need to fire. Get rid of them. If kids can't get it, then why are you getting it now?
Yeah.
Dean Cerny's correct on that.
And if they get the COVID, they're not affected by it like adults are.
I tested the mask with one of my sons. He said, Dad, they say these things are high tech, are they? Put one on. He went on. He's like, you stink.
Yeah.
Let this sink in a second.
Mm-hmm.
What are they stopping? I got somebody's place right here. You can't go get food, and somebody's supposed to have a mask. Okay, so I carry a little mask with me, a little like neck warmer thing. I pull down, pull over.
A gator.
A gator. That's right.
Gator.
Gator. Yeah, I wear a gator. Right?
My wife got a gator.
And had a guy look at me. He goes, I said, "Hey, you said mask. You didn't say what kind of mask."
Exactly.
Right. So I started going to Walmart, and I walk in Walmart and see people wearing them. I don't wear them. If they're not wearing them, I ain't wearing mine. It's because they put out a press release. People were getting beat up in Walmart. Their associates trying to act like they were police.
Yeah.
Remember that one thing I had? Well, now apparently I wasn't the only guy that suffered through something like that. These people were starting to rough up people. They got their ass whipped. Okay. They said, "Well, we can't enforce it. There's no law. I mean, they can't take you to jail for not wearing it." So now it's very loose. If you want to wear it, wear it. If not, not. Police ourselves. Listen, if you want to wear a mask, you can wear it. Mm-hmm. Just don't wear it in the car. I'll draw a line there. I mean, if you're by yourself, take the fucking thing off.
Well, and there are a lot of people.
Yeah, can pull down over and pull up.
Yeah,
It's got
what
a
a-
skeleton face on it.
Yeah.
Walk in.
Those are cool.
Now
Come on.
There's some people that they don't wear a mask, and somebody says, "Hey, you should be wearing a mask," and they go, "I've got a medical condition. I got a medical condition
Right.
that prevents me from being able to wear a mask." Yep.
Technically, I could follow that same thing. I got pneumonia real bad in the Marine Corps. I got residuals from it. Sometimes it's hard for me to breathe.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, you could throw back. Well, ain't you 265 pounds? Yes.
Well, anybody that uses a CPAP
See?
machine shouldn't be using a mask anyway.
Right.
Oh, my wife's getting ready. I think my wife's got to go for a sleep study.
Is she going to the same place I go?
I don't know. She's got to go.
I did a sleep study. I got 2 CPAP machines, and I can't figure them out. So I got to go to another sleep study for them to figure out what settings my stupid thing's supposed to be on.
Get your APAP.
My dad will tell you.
You'll be all right.
Yeah.
All right, we got 3 minutes left to the show. It's time
3
to
minutes.
time to wind her up, close her out. Guys, thanks for joining us today. In studio with Jeff Onyx. He got some time behind the camera today.
Thanks for having me.
Our producer, Carl, of course, he's doing his thing, the Wizard of Odd. Appreciate that. Want a big shout out to Petty Murphy for coming on.
Whoop.
Shout out to Jeff for letting you interview for your Warrior Fest,
Whoop, whoop.
November 6th and 7th. Make sure you're tuned in. You'll hear more about that, the world record coming up. Real quick, Carl, you want to say a few final thoughts? Go ahead.
Yeah. Paranormal Nation Radio won't be on tonight. I've rescheduled it for Thursday night. I've got a lot of stuff to do. So
Okay.
Thursday night, tune in at 7 o'clock here on WO Entertainment's Facebook page, and probably be on their Periscope and Twitter at the same time Thursday night. We'll try that out.
Jeff?
Whoop. Thursday night.
Jeff, you got anything? Close up.
Yeah, look, hey, tune in to KCComedy.com, KC Comedy Radio's Facebook thing. I'm going to be doing our, Saturday radio thing
And you,
at 9 o'clock, 9 p.m.
you can catch
At
us
night or daytime?
9 p.m.
You can catch us on there as well.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, this is on kccomedy.com. This is the audio part. So if you for some reason can't get on here, you can download that app on there. If you can't run Facebook for some reason, you can listen to what's going on.
All right. So, guys, that being said, let's finish this closing out here. Listen, if you're having problems, don't be the number. Don't be another statistic. We've all got friends somewhere. There's a hotline out there somewhere that you can call.
Right here.
Veterans. And if you're a non-veteran, we have somebody listen to the show. Hey, you want to talk to us? We'll talk to you too. We Jeff and I, we battle suicide. That's what we do. We're your warriors for suicide. Okay, let's get rid of this thing. We don't want you to call. You can get hold of Carl. He's got many shows, many platforms you can reach him on.
And we've been there.
We've been there. We got content that you can watch, make you laugh. We get on and act stupid. A lot of us really ain't stupid. We're actually intelligent men, but we just do dumb stuff to get to get you out of your head. We don't except Jeff. His nickname is Joanna Man. But as that being said, take care of one another. Check on an elderly person. If you hadn't seen somebody in a couple of days who you normally see, go by, spend some time with them, pop a cold beer, drink some tea with them, whatever it is you do. On behalf of Carl Albertson, on behalf of our friend and our host, Justice Snodgrass, who couldn't finish the show today, he's got family issues going on behalf of him, on behalf of Jeff Onyx, our redneck pimp, Dun and Dog Ahoy.